Two-thirds of the season has come and gone. Hey, everybody, Scott Hansen with you for your weekly recap for week number 12, presented by Lowe's. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. Let's start in Tampa. The Bucks at home to take on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Chuba Hubbard. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Panthers get it done on the road as they come away with the victory. Now a game with definite playoff implications in the NFC. The Eagles in Arlington to take on the Cowboys. And this is Ryan Flanoy. This'll wind up a touchdown. The Cowboys are in a good spot here, two-thirds of the way through the season. They stand 8-4 with this victory. Next up, why don't we take a look at this week's NFL injury report? The big news of the week is the New York Jets, and it surrounds their outstanding tackle. X-rays showed that he suffered a fracture to his foot. He's slated to miss 2, maybe 3 weeks as he rehabs in an effort to get back on to the field. A lot of top contenders to choose from in Week 12, but here is the EA Sports Player of the Week. Here he is from the Cincinnati Bengals. He was tremendous in the win over the Saints. Whatever the defense tried to throw at him, he had the answer. Nothing worked. The Bengals just will not lose. The perfect season is still alive. They get another win. Meanwhile, a look here at the other top performers around the league, those who stood out on Thanksgiving weekend. From there, let's show you the league leaders in rushing through two-thirds of the season. Some heavy hitters on this list to be sure. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Well, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, it is the city of rock and roll. And in the footsteps of rock legends of the past, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, the Bengals and their head coach. His side hoping that one blowout last week will lead to another one here. On the opposite sideline, here's Browns head coach Todd Monken. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason. A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Throwing off the play fake. His first throw is an interception. Denzel Ward makes the play. Well, in case they hadn't paid attention in the narrative this week, Brock, let that be their final reminder. This is the league's #1 defense they're facing this time.
Yeah, these guys got to the stadium early. You're number one. You're playing with confidence. You're playing with juice. And you're playing to take the ball away.
So here come the Browns on offense, readying for their opening drive. They're going to be led out by the 7th-year star, former #1 overall pick, Joe Burrow.
We should see him get over the 3,000-yard passing mark this season, and I know that he's not concerned about those numbers. You can't be. What they're more concerned about is the efficiency, the explosiveness, and ultimately the points scored on that scoreboard today.
His effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock gets second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Escapes the defender. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
14 yards.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there's nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Throw left side, finds Fannin. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. A couple of yards on the catch, leaves them 2nd and 8.
At their 49-yard line.
Going play action here. Burrow. He's in trouble. They're going to get him at the 44. Jalen Carter. Their first sack of the game after they had 3 in their victory last week. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They bring Higgins in motion left. They'll throw 3rd and long. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. They get him to the ground, but boy, they gained about 25 before they did. And it's going to be first down to Cleveland.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Now here he goes again. And this is down to the 28s before the defense halts it. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Burrow to the air now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
We'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bengals and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. Bengals getting set, Brock. And 10. Drive starts with Genty. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
It wasn't for a lack of want to. They wanted to get that run game going in big, explosive ways. A lot of carries. There just wasn't much yards per carry. The good news, they still found a way to win. Now they want to find more explosives.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Give him 2 yards, stop really pretty quickly there. And it'll be first down Bengals.
32-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Shotgun give here to Genty. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And that's going to be good for Bengals first down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Going right back to Genty. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Genty from the gun. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line. Take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
Was brought down, play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
Yeah. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
Cut near the goal line. He's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, the 8th of the season for him. Even among all the drives that have come across this winning streak, Brock, these early scores, they just stand out. That is tough to do no matter how many wins you've had in a row.
Yeah, that's true. And we see this in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Every year, these teams that just kind of take shape before our eyes, and they just believe in themselves, and this team is humming right now.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. They jump ahead by 4.
Browns 3.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Return coming here from the 12. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Burrow on the play action. Dump off to his fullback. And he's just going to step out. So imagine that is not how they drew it up, Brock, as they had a bunch of yards in the wrong direction. Burrow on second down. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
3rd and 8.
Throwing is Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
A week after going interception-free and leading to a win, unfortunately, he sees his first interception here. Now comes the fascinating part. Do you become check down Charlie, or do you continue to be aggressive?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
Handoff on 2nd and short. He got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Bob.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Bengals are out in front. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They've left their offense out there. They're going for this on 4th down. This one stopped. Great gains about 6 yards. It'll be 1st down Bengals. Man, he's been having a great first half. Really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders or offensive guys have bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Judy now in motion left. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Short yardage run here for Brown. That play's going to be cut down after a gain of 2. And he gives the Browns a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Burrow back to throw. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on 2nd down.
The Bengals 48-yard line.
Burrow. He takes it himself. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. The lateral goes haywire, fumble! And now the Bengals have it! And the return finally over as they take the fumble into enemy territory.
You know, kid, that is just an awesome job by the defense. We talk about it all the time. Pursuit and effort, pursuit and effort. Pursue and they rip the football away, and then the effort for the big return on the fumble sets that offense up in primo position.
The Bengals headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did, an injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Genty reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
They'll set up here for the point after. Solid effort there as this one goes through. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Browns 3.
Kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He dodged the tackle, and he's brought down just inside the 25. The Browns getting their offense out there. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Burrow setting the throw. He finds Brown right side. Hit there, driven out of bounds. Gain of about 8 for 4. And that's going to be a Browns 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Browns 1st down. Here we go.
Slot man motioned over.
At the 34-yard line.
Play action now. Burrow gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he's down as that play goes for 26 big ones. That's good for the 1st down.
A gain of 26
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards out to catch. That is a job well done.
And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple. A couple of yards on the catch leaves him 2nd and 8.
At the 38-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw, Burrow. This connects with him. He gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 1st and 10 here for Burrow. And he's found his target all 4 passes so far on this drive.
1st down. 1st and 10.
From the gun, again to Brown. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up first and goal.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Quarterback run here. And he's in for the touchdown. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
McPherson able to connect on the extra points. They cut the lead to 4.
14. Browns 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 14. And he's brought down just... The Bengals and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
This tackle is after a gain of about 13, and that's going to be good for Bengals first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bengals.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
To the air now on first and 10. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Looking to throw here. He's got it near the 10. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line.
Running for the pylon and in. Touchdown, Bengals. Justin Jefferson up to 9 now on the year. Now the PAT try coming up. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Browns 10.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns going on offense here, very late in the half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Here's Brown to start the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
He's tackled at the
Browns fighting the
34-yard
clock
line.
now, trying to hurry back to that line.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throw to pass now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and Fannin has it. Well, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up.
And the Browns, first down. First and
Now
10
Burrow.
at the 42-yard line.
Fits it through the middle. Touchdown, Cleveland! So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McPherson checks on the point after. They've cut the lead to 4.
Makes the score. Bengals 21. Browns 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bengals ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Throwing from the gun. Buying some time right. Toward the sideline, and out of bounds he goes. Play gains about 12, and that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So the pass interference flag sets him up fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first. And 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout. 1st and 10 from the 32. Dropping back to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Cut at the 10-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Our spin through the NFL starts now. In Inglewood, the Rams at home to take on the Chiefs. And this is Patrick Mahomes. He connects, 10-yard touchdown pass. The Chiefs get the W by 2 touchdowns. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is Parker Washington. He's going to stretch the field here, and this one is on target. 42 yards for the touchdown. The Jags do, however, find themselves trailing at the half. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints taking on the Packers. And it's Josh Jacobs. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Packers still trail, however, and that game's gone to half. With that, a look at how things are shaping up in the race for the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott, and thanks to everybody back at Orlando studio as the snow continues to fall here, albeit a little lighter now, as we welcome you back for the second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And Coach Todd Monken readying his Browns offense as they head out for their next series. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
We put a receiver in motion left. Here's Burrow. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's sent down right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll pitch it out to Brown. Man, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. Offense to the line. 2nd down.
Back at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Taking a deep shot here. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Ooh, it's nearly intercepted. Either way, he was breaking up that throw, Brock. He wanted the pick, but can't hang on. It hits the ground, so that's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bengals and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding... Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Giving this to Jeanty. Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And it'll be 1st down Bengals.
The results may be very similar on the scoreboard, Kay, but you know deep down he's got to be so much happier. A week ago, he played a very small impact in that win, but not today. He has been the centerpiece on the ground.
And he gets him around 6 there. It was Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Every tight end worth of salt and wanted this. Really crave man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play, just as that tight end did.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down. They're going play action. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And the Browns have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. No, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. To the right and pulled in by Judy. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down.
12 yards. And the Browns, first down.
Going play action here. Burrow. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Motioning him from the slot right. Now we're on the counter. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only a yard from that time, so now third and 9.
Third down and 9.
Burrow to the air now. And that's incomplete, so the defense forces fourth down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Pulled in at the 20. And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Bengals and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. They give up the guns. It's Jeanty. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got second and 3 now.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
This is Jeanty on second. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a first down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset. Probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. Third down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they're turned away on third and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Bengals setting out the punting unit. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up for the 20 after the touchback. The Browns and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half.
Here we go.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. They take him down as he goes out. Now let's check on this penalty.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Here we go. Ready?
Burrow on the play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And a nice solid number with that one. That is pick number 10 in his career, Brock. A good reminder of his abilities as a ball hawk that we both know. Sometimes that gets overlooked, but it should not be.
You and I both know what he's trying to do. He's trying to end this narrative that defenders are simply receivers with bad hands. Not this fella.
Get it
He's
out of
pretty
here.
darn good.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now we'll see them try the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And they bump their lead up to 14.
Bengals 31, Browns 17.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Fielded just shy. This makes it up to the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the number one thing that costs you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
Second and 5.
Give on seconds, it's Brown. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play, and they get the first down, too.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line. The defense all over this one. First down run, netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Now they're going to throw with Burrow. Catch made underneath by the back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
To Chase Brown. That's a gain of 5. Brings up
And time runs out before we can get another snap here in this third quarter. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Welcome back, football fans. Third down now as we begin our final quarter. Burrow back to throw. That's caught for the first. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Burrow on 1st and 10. And as it stands right now, just shy of 3,000 yards passing on the season.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Dump off, caught by his back. It looks like about 4 yards on that first down play, Brock, before he steps out. Second down now, offense getting set as the snow appears to finally be letting up. Throwing is Burrow. And it's incomplete. Started as a catch, but the hit forced it free before he could secure it. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
Burrow setting to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive starts with Genty, and he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand if thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road, and what looked like a very clean play.
There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And that's going to be good for Bengals' first down.
You know, back in the day, they'd probably check the gloves for stick'em because that one only had one spot and it was one hand on it. But what a tremendous play to bring it in.
Shotgun give here to Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Look for a second right behind him, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It's a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. No throw, 3rd and long. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Browns have some new life in the 4th.
Well, we're watching a defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. They stop him. He's marked down on that 18-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Browns first down.
They've got a man in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Completes. This is Fanning. And he's going to be out of bounds. So after picking up 3, it's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Burrow. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did. His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick, or send it deep.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. Jared Verse. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. They'll go play action. And this throw is going to be incomplete. Third down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let it...
Boy, this offense staying on skates. It's another loss here. And it's Dexter Lawrence. And that's going to force fourth down. Quite a ways to go.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series. But don't tell the defense, because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up fourth down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
The left side is caught by Concepcion. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And it's going to be first down Cleveland.
24 yards. And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
He was brought down at the 26.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4.
Second and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
You want to see the term read and react with the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
So now here's third and 5. They'll run again with Brown. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means fourth down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. They had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's second down now. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Second down, and they're going to stick with Genty. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. Third down coming up. Now, just before the 2-minute warning can hit, Brock, whistles and a timeout taken by this defense.
It's just confidence builders. You know, as a play caller, you love being able to call a run play, see that line of scrimmage move, and gain some real positive yards.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Genty, and he'll get them enough for a first down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Bengals up by 8. They've got first down here from the 36. Going right back to Genty. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. That's a is 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning. We've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Contact is there. That's going to break up the catch. Incomplete pass.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Back to throw. He's not going to escape this one. May take him down late in this ballgame. Verse has another one. And that forces 4th down and 16. So out now comes the punter. Jukes away from one. And the coverage team is there as he fields it to almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. It looks like he got around 8 yards before he headed out of bounds block. 2nd down. Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here he is to throw. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Good news there is he got the ball out of his hands and did not take the sack. Bad news is he's got to collect himself, regroup after that big hit, and make sure they find a way to execute.
A throw left side, caught by Brown. Release hits. He's going to go down behind the line here, Brock, and they're going to have to stay out there and go for this on 4th.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And that will be a 1st down. He had to have it, and he got it. This drive continues.
7-yard gain. That's good for a
Setting up to pass.
1st down.
Big strike downfield to Judy. And he takes it down to the 33. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Burrow. Dumped off to his running back. He's dropped a big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. On 2nd down, Burrow. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
There's times up here, Kate, where we'll look at each other and wonder, what was the intent of that call? What was the purpose there? There's no questioning that one. That throw was made with the touchdown clearly in mind.
And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott.
Hey everybody, Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 13, presented by Lowe's. Plenty to get you caught up on. We start in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's a big play by the Bengals defense. They come up with the key interception here, one of two for them in the game. The Bengals come away with an 8-point victory. Time for a look at a game with potential playoff implications in the AFC. It's the Bills traveling to Gillette Stadium to take on the Patriots. And it's DJ Moore. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Bills wind up taking this one by a touchdown. Next up, we take a look at this week's NFL injury report. The big news of the week from the Detroit Lions and their terrific wideout. He suffered what appears to be a pretty substantial knee injury. He's expected to miss about a month or so, meaning he'll be hard-pressed to return before the end of the regular season. Time now to highlight the EA Sports Player of the Week for Week 13. And we'll spotlight this man, Trevor Lawrence. He was dynamite in the win at Soldier Field. Whatever the defense tried to throw at him, he had the answer. Nothing worked. The Jaguars come away with the victory as they get back to 500, standing 6-6. A look now at this week's top performers in the NFL. As we finish Week 13, starting to see some movement in the awards races. Let's take a look at how the push for MVP is going. Our leader to this point, none other than Dak Prescott of the Cowboys. Statistically, this has been one of his best years yet, and after all he's been through in Big D, you know this would be sweet. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.